Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 4th through to the 10th of September. Been some crazy energies coming through in August. Have you managed to survive? I hope so. I am surviving. And I think you've been doing quite well actually, seeing your readings over the past sort of like 2 weeks as well. There's a real affirmation that's coming into your life. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely reading. I will be doing an energy update on my sister channel, which is called Cymatic TV. Get over there. It'll be coming out tonight. It'd be great if you could support the the relaunching of that channel there. It's all about energy. As I say, it's linked in the description below, so I'll see you over there for that as well. Let's just see what's going on in your overall energies. 5 of Swords. You're very good at not getting involved in situations, in conflicts that doesn't really serve anything, you know, that are pointless. And it's playing into your strengths here at the moment with this energy. So disarming, I think the overall energy is helping you here to disarm, you know, people that are around you or situations within your career path that just sort of like, just petty, that are not worth it and that could cause major conflicts for no reason at all. And I think the overall energy is encouraging you to sort of like keep on your path and staying away from that. On your karmic path and your relationship side, yeah, I think there is possible, you know, I'm not saying you don't get affected by these petty arguments and stuff like that, but don't look for, and you're not like this, Gemini, you're really not. Don't look for, don't look for complicate justice or sort of like comeuppance in the world around you, and you know, I struggle with energy sometimes. I struggle with the universe and sort of say, you know, how can this be happening? How can we still be knocking hell bells out of each other with you know, technology that creates destruction of others? You know, I thought we learned this already collectively, and you know, you look up sometimes and just kind of go, what the blazes? And I think it's the case here of saying, like, the universe knows the path that it should be going down on, and sometimes we just don't understand it. So don't look for sort of comeuppance in other people, but don't also, you know, it's good to sort of, I do stand there sometimes and look at the sky and kind of go, what the blazes? You know, why? And I know I shouldn't ask why. That's the thing. And that's what I've learned. So I don't ask why. I sort of saying, you know, this doesn't correspond with what we should be working towards. But sometimes you need a bit of stupidity to come to the surface within the collective in order for the collective to remember that lesson. And maybe that's the case of it. So here, I think, is your karmic message here, is to follow that Ace of Cups, basically, which has been very prevalent within you, and follow it towards, you know, joy and happiness. Be concentrated on you, basically, making sure you get to the thing. Be your own knight in shining armor. That's what the universe is telling you here. Engage in your passions in regards to your relationships. If it's not passionate, don't bother. That's what the 4 of Cups is all about. Knowing that lesson within you that stops you from sort of creating or getting involved in situations which are not only detrimental to you, but not worth it. That's what the 5 of Swords is all about. So being the universe is really encouraging you to get really passionate about where you should be going and your pathway, basically. Allow your passions to be your guide. And the moment you do, that's when you're going to breed a lot of confidence within yourself. And I think this is what's come from your past, as I've said over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, because this is the petal that's connecting your past to your future, your super subconscious, how your guides are influencing that. And I think you've come from a place now that you realize things come in rhythms, things come, you know, it's the yin and yang of life. And now you're on a phase here where you are really concentrated on the fruits of your labors, or the fruit of what you put into relationships, and what relationships are paying back for you. And they're now coming to that surface where you can feel confident about the future in the relationships that you have been actively engaged in. They are going to bring forward the fruits that come from that tree of knowledge, which the Queen of Pentacles is sat at the base of. And as she sat at the base of it, that's when she's going to realize that, yes, everything is really possible. Yeah. Yeah, you are going to get justice. Maybe you will get this comeuppance, or not you get this comeuppance, but you'll see other people get this comeuppance. I think, as I said, you know, I sometimes complain at the universe, and I think everybody does. And I think it's a good thing to do. It gives you a bit of clarity about why things should happen, because the way we answer a why question is by answering lots of little questions, and it's being attentive to the little detail. That seems to be a thing that's running through all of the signs at the moment. This has to do with that solar energy reading that I did on our channel. Go and have a look at that, see which cards it corresponds to in your reading, and it's a massive lesson that we're learning collectively here. And this is going to bring you to a position, and you're working towards this. This is where, you know, within your subconscious, you're working towards a position where you want harmony back in your life. You want stability back in your life. You want things to be just. You want things to be logical. And as you're working towards this, you're going to feel that you are getting this justice. And it's going to come in on subtle levels, which is going to build that foundations of the relationships that you wish to be in the being an emotional state where you surround yourself with people that make you feel at home with yourself. And you're very good at that, Gemini, incredibly good at that. I've known a lot of Geminis in my life, and I would say they are all wonderful people. I'm yet to meet a really nasty Gemini. I haven't met one yet. So I might be wrong. I might be only getting the good side of you Geminis, you never know. But, because we all have our shadow self. But here is where what you're working towards seems to be what you're going to be getting. And this is your future self. This is like what you're manifesting. This is the overall outcome. I think you've got a position now. If you follow your passions, it comes out the security of your life, it's going to bring harmony and balance back into your life and justice back into your life, where you can be in a position where you can decide what sort of future you want. You can be in the controller's position of really manifesting, because you've got all the elements at your hand, basically. Let's have a look what's going on your financial side, or your business, or your job, your prospects and everything like that, or the projects that you're doing. You've got Wheel of Fortune. You have been pushing an inner project within you over the last 6 months. I've seen it. For some of you, it might be difficult to fish out, as it were, amongst the rest of life. But here is now, I think your karmic message is now the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Put your foot down on the accelerator. Put the pedal to the metal, as they say, you know, and really start accelerating, I think, towards what you perceive to be success. Because success is a personal thing. You know, some people might say, okay, well, me earning $20 billion is success. Other people may saying, no, to build that house that I want to renovate or build, you know, is my success. You know, and it's a personal sort of thing. So once you notice that and you start feeling that sort of subtle energy flowing in that sort of direction, put your foot to the metal. You have the universe is giving you the Five of Wands, sorry. You can see on this one here, this person here in the yellow, this is you basically. You are taking that one wand, following that passion in your life, as well within your relationship, that one wand, that passion in your life, and taking yourself away from here, which is like 4 wands which are left, which is an old paradigm, which has got a bit too confusing. It's not logical for you anymore. So you've pulled that wand out. You pulled yourself out of the conflict, which is what it's all about. The universe is encouraging you to pull yourself out of that conflict, so then you can then just be the best example of yourself, basically. And what's connecting your past to your future is your dream. This is where I said, I think you realize within you, you've got this plan that you have been gradually working towards over the past year, 6 months to a year. And it's this what is carrying you through. Keep your eye on the goal. You know, it's like the 3 wise kings following that star. You know, during the day, they couldn't follow that star. So they had to sort of like make sure they knew where that star was, keeping their eye on the goal, basically. And I think that's really important for you as well. Let's just see what you're working towards within you. What is he holding? He's holding that star. You know, it's like that's where you're walking towards. And the hermit has understood all that shadow side of himself, that side as well. You know, the extraction of himself. The hermit has gone round the mountain. He's seen the sunny and the shadow side of the mountain, of oneself, or the objectives, you know, or the obstructions within your life. That's how you can visualize the mountain. And he got to a point where he could actually grab that star out of the sky, put it in his lantern, and use it as the guiding force for him as he goes forward. And that's what you should be doing within your material world. And that's what you should be working towards. You should use that as a mental capacity in order to manifest what you should be living, basically, going forward. Where are you going to? This is beautiful, Gemini. You know, if you've been working on a project, if you've been working on a business, a change of career path or anything like that, it really does bode well for you. If you really want to go down that career path that you've been going down and you want it to excel, maybe it's a case of doing it in a different way, seeing things in a different manner. That's what's happening over the last 6 months. If you start applying that in your life, you are going to get abundance. You're going to come into a position where you're going to feel very empowered about what you're doing and where you're going, basically. Absolutely beautiful. And if you want to know what's going on in the subtle energies, get over to Cymatic TV, to the energy update. It is a very good way of tying up the energies around life and then allowing you to take that information and apply that in your life. So I will see you over at Cymatic TV. It's linked in the description below. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for being on this channel, the Astroflower, and all the support you give to us. It's absolutely beautiful. I really do appreciate it. Let's just see what's going on. Light Seers, what did I say? 5 of Wands on that side, what the universe is doing it, and we're clarifying the 5 of Swords. You know, I think you know how to do this. Be the best example of yourself. Pull yourself out of an old dimension that was just really conflictual, that doesn't really helping you much. And yet, walk towards your future. Allow the energy to work for you as well. With the 4 of Cups, you get the 5 of... You get the Page of Wands. What? 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands are only in my head now. Page of Wands. This ties in beautifully with this. Because the Page of Wands is opening the path, so this card here can come through and secure the path. So in your karmic path, the idea is for you to explore your passions within your relationships. Play with them and open that pathway. Don't look to the past, look to the future, man. Look to the future. The moment you do, that's going to open those passions with that sort of like that Knight of Wands. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Let's just see. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! You get the man. You get the with the Knight of Wands. You get the 4 of Cups. I think this is basically saying what I'm saying. In order for you to gauge the future, in order for you to really engage with the future, engage with your passions, just leave the past as it is, and work towards your future. You know, they've got those 3 cups that are wasted, and there's 1 cup that's being offered to her exactly as the other one. And this is what you should be doing, concentrating on the cup, concentrating on the thing that makes you really, really happy. Okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, you get the Hangman. Yes, you have been seeing things differently over the past year. No doubt about it. Within your relationships. And this is built into you a confidence that is within you, that comes from the tree of knowledge, of understanding, of seeing things in a different way, and realizing those fruits on that tree at some point will just fall in your lap. You know, that's the confidence in the Queen of Pentacles. She sat under that tree of knowledge so long that she's known the seasons of when the fruit actually is provided by that tree. With the Justice card, you get the Two of Wands. With this harmony within your life that comes back in your life, it will allow you to realize that you have the world at your feet. Where is it? There it is. And I think you're going to be, it's opening up new doors that are going to allow you to travel, and it could even be traveling within emotions, not necessarily physically traveling, but just exploring new emotions, that harmonious thing, and deciding and exploring, making plans for the future. And then once you make those plans, and I think you're doing it at the moment, that's when you can, you can manifest things. And that's when you're going to get the good quality work within you. With this manifestation, the outcome of this is you can manifest a future that really corresponds to you. And it's going to be good quality work. And you're just going to pull in people around you. And this is where it comes up from those two there. You're going to pull in the people that are around you that have also done that good quality work. And you can plan a future with someone or with other people in a much more productive way, basically, of what you've had in the past. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Two of Cups. It's on your financial side, on your business, on your projects and everything on that side. I would really explore your ultimate dreams and aspirations. Really push them, regardless of what you're doing. It will make you'll get in alignment with yourself. The Star again, and this comes with the Five of Wands. So being the best example of yourself, extracting yourself from an old paradigm that no longer stands up, and moving through that logical evolution, which I was talking about for 6 months ago, moving towards your star, towards your dreams and your aspirations, and being the best example of yourself. And it comes up again now. So what's the clarification on this star, which comes from the past to your future? I think you've let go of something. I think you've let go of like the idea that, the doubt within you, that's the sort of thing. And I think this is a fresh Gemini that's coming to the surface, that's feeling a lot more confident about the future, rather than a future that you're kind of going, oh, I don't want to lose that, I don't want to lose that. I think that's what it's come from. And now, because you're building towards what you want, and that's really important. And the Four of Pentacles, which came out in that solar reading as well. So go and have a look at that. And I think that's part of the first lesson. And I think you've learned this already. And I think it's going to be a confirmation within you to spend your energy wisely and to let go of a few emotional sort of things within you, which have been hindering you to go forward, basically. And just heading towards your star and your dreams and your aspirations. This is what is coming through you. The Ace of Wands. Out with the old and in with the new. And with the new is that Hermit card, is following that star. Basically following your desires of what you want out of the career path. Hello, Mr. Wasp. What are you doing? I've got a Mr. Wasp that's coming to say hello to me. Just, look, I ain't got nothing. Over there is some honey if you want out of my tea. Go and have a drink. So, yeah, getting really passionate about your thoughts. Sorry about that. This is it. I'm not fighting with that wasp. I'm not fighting with him. And now he's gone. Because I'm not fighting with him. I'm not trying to shoo him away. I'm just trying to encourage him to find a better land. You know what I mean? I'm diffusing the argument that I can have with that wasp in order to sort of be in a position which is really, really great. So, yeah, following your passions, out with the old and in with the new, getting really passionate about your life. Lots of lovely victories coming in for you, I think, if you keep following that star card. And it's going to evolve, I think, very quickly as well, and make really good connections with other people. Let's just see what's going on with the Ten of Pentacles. You get the Eight of Pentacles. The abundance is through good quality work, and you're very good at doing good quality work, Gemini. There is no doubt about it. And it's going to bring you abundance, and it's going to bring you a lot of confidence within yourself. It's going to bring you a sensation that you are winning at everything. And that within that confidence and within that abundance, you have a lot of strength, and playing to your strengths is going to be really important. So there you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about that energy update on the Cymatic TV. There's loads of links as well for private readings and workshops that I do. There's also the aura and chakra readings that are going to be coming out on Monday and Tuesday. I'll see you over there for that. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Really do appreciate it. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.